Hey, yeah! If we imagine that your attempt to learn the bet market over under is a goal thread, you've just hit the net from the inner side because you are on the channel where I will explain it to you fast and simple. The market over under is one of the most popular betting options in the section of more complicated markets, not just win, lose, or draw. Nevertheless, it is super simple for understanding. Important note, the market over under can be used only for sports where the result is defined by the sum of points. It means almost for every sport. The example of a sport where it can be used is Formula One. As usual, an example is the best way to learn. For this, let's navigate to the page of the official website of UEFA and see the latest to the moment of recording this video results of the Champions League. Yeah, we're all excited that the big games begin again. Qualification round 3, leg 2. No sensation happened. Maybe except this one. Rangers Malmo 1-2 in Scotland, 2-4 on aggregate. Obviously, everybody expected some inspired Champions League campaign from Rangers, who returned the Scottish crown after the years of oblivion, but we got what we see. The market over under can be used only for one direction, over or under. Let's imagine we had chosen the market over and put the value 2. It means that we bet that there will be more than 2 goals in the match. In this example, we would have won our bet because there were 3 goals in the game. If we had chosen over with the value 4, we would have lost because there were less than 4 goals in the fixture. But what if we had chosen over 3 and there were exactly 3 goals in the match? It is not over 3, but our bet would not have lost. It would have been settled as returned. No winnings, no losses, our stake would have returned to our wallet. For the purpose of avoiding the settlement returned, a lot of bookmakers offer the float number values. For example, 3.5. It is impossible to score 3.5 goals in a match. That is why, if it is 3 goals in the game, it is less than 3.5, or if it is 4 goals in a match, it is more than 3.5. Definitely, the bet cannot settle as returned, only as won or lost. Identically, things work for the market under. You just bet that it will be less goals in a match than your chosen value. For example, if for this match you had chosen under 3.5, you would have won the bet because there were less than 3.5 goals in the match. By the way, you can operate the markets over under not only for the goal sum of the whole game, but also for one team sum. For example, you choose team 1 over 1. In this case, team 1 is a home team, Glasgow Rangers, and your bet would have been returned because you chose over 1 for the first team and they score exactly 1. Once again, if you want to avoid the return settlement, choose float value like 1.5 or 2.5. It makes it mathematically impossible to settle as return. If you didn't memorize all details explained in this video, no worries, as I left simple formulas on the market over under in the description of this video. That's all. Subscribe to the channel Sensational Betting and be as much sensational as I am.